It shouldn't be me. My pains. Temitope, it's time for you to hawk so as to get little money, my mom said. Oh, am tired of hawking, mummy, I said aloud. Don't hawk, but just know that no food for you, my mom said angrily. No, Mom, I will hawk. Am only joking, I said, moving to the basket where the fruit is. Am Temitope, I came from a very poor family, which we hardly provide our 3-square meal. Am a Christian, and also a beautiful girl, which every family will always pray for. I started hawking at the age of 8, due to our situation, although am not the only child of my parents, but my dad's apple. I hawk, although the day when my mates are in school. I joined my friends at St. Anglican Nursery and Primary School Ondo, in Primary 4, at the age of 10. My teachers like me because am beautiful and also brilliant, which most of my friends are jealous. But all these, without money, is to no avail. In a sentence, where we proceed on with our present situation, but my father don't leave his children out to stay in someone's house. Now, Dad, please, I won't stay long, just for few days. Okay, no problem, but I don't have any money on me for transport. Dad, I have some money on me, that's not an issue. When are we going, Dad? Friday, it's okay. Okay, Dad. Temitope is now a big girl, my aunt said excitedly, referring to my dad. Yes-o, she's now a big girl, at least you don't come to our place. Is it that we are of not your standard, or what? My dad said with a sad expression. No, now. You know I'm the busy type, and thank God you release her this time around. My aunt replied mockingly. I will be on my way right now, my dad said. Okay, bye, Dad. Bye, my dear. The next day, my aunt took me for shopping, and when we came back, we met my aunt's son David sleeping in the living room. David, why are you sleeping here? My aunt said. Oh, Mom, you are back, David replied her sternly, licking his lower lips. Tope, how are you? Am fine, and you? I asked. Am good, and are you staying with us for the main time? He asked. Yes, okay. 2 days after, my aunt's son David sat with me in the living room watching TV. The next thing I noticed was his closeness to me. I move a bit till I get to the end, to the chair. Tope, stop running away from me, at least am not hurting you, David said. You are not hurting me, but why are you moving close to me? What is the meaning of this? I said aloud. But the next thing I heard is wow. I looked at him, astonished. Then he gave his phone to me. I read the message that came across his phone this evening. David, take care of yourself, and Temitope, am not coming home tonight. I will be back tomorrow evening. I read the message which came across the phone. Then I was scared of what will happen next. I ran to my room, locked the door, and put the key in my pocket. I was pacing up and down when the door went open and David entered. You are surprised to see me, right? He said and laughed devilishly. I use the spare key because anything I want, I will surely get it either forcefully or peacefully. Although, am not here to hurt you, let's have our dinner. I was relieved when I heard our dinner. I followed him to the sitting room. Should I assist you? I asked calmly. No, don't bother, I will do it myself, he replied with a nod. After finishing the meal, I feel so dizzy, he carried me to my room and tore my dress. He quickly tied me to the bed and went out. I was weak and couldn't do anything. I rushed out of the room to clean the mess in the sitting room. I didn't believe Tope could be this hot and sexy. I climb on top of her, and I could say she's weak with her eyes closed. Please, David, don't do this to me. That's what she's saying with her eyes closed. But I didn't stop until I finish what I'm doing, then went to my room. I didn't believe Temitope is still a virgin. How can a girl like that be a virgin? I thought within myself till fell asleep. I woke up around 11 p.m. My whole body was a mess. I couldn't believe David raped me. tears slide down my eyes as I felt so much pain. I couldn't believe David had finally succeeded in raping me. I tried to walk on my feet to clean my body, but I couldn't. I thought of telling my aunt the next day, but I'm scared. The next day, "Auntie, welcome, Ma. I want to tell you something," I said shyly. "What's that?" "Auntie, I'm sorry." "What did you want to say?" "You have nothing to say, get out of this place." David shouted at me, appearing from nowhere. "Leave her," my aunt said, confused. "Mum, she has nothing to say. Let her go," David retorted. "Tope, I will see you later," my aunt said calmly. "Mum, for what?" "I don't like this girl. She's irritating," David said. I went to my room thinking I was surprised of what David said. After sleeping with me now, I irritates him. I wept bitterly all through the night, and thought of going back to my house. Hawking is far better than all these I'm facing here. I was thinking of this when I fell asleep. I was still sleeping when I heard a knock on the door. I stood up to open the door, and saw David standing. "What do you want? At least I irritates you," I asked, foaming in anger. "Temitope, please don't tell my mum what happened between us," David said, pleading. "I should not." "Then why did you do that at first? You raped me, and now you are telling me I should not tell anyone. I trusted you as my cousin, and also think that you are older than me, but you are disappoint me," I said in a cracked voice. "I'm really sorry, I don't know why I did that, it's not me," I said on my knees. "It's not you. Have forgiven you, but pray that this don't lead to pregnancy because I did my menstrual period 4 days ago," I said in a commanding tone. "Oh, okay." I stood up and left for my room. I thought of the word pregnancy because I'm not ready to be a father now. Everything went on smoothly till my dad came to pick me. "Blessings to this home," my dad said, coming in. "Morning, Dad." I greeted him, moving close to hug him. "Morning, my dear. How are you? How was your holiday? Where is your auntie?" "I'm fine, Dad. Auntie is in the kitchen. Let me go call her for you." I went to the kitchen to call my auntie. "Auntie, my dad is in the sitting room," I said, moving close to her. "Oh, tell him I'm coming," she said, cleaning her hand. "Dad, Auntie Aduke is coming," I said and sat beside him. "Okay, dear. Have you packed your belongings?" "Yes, Dad," I said when I heard the voice of my aunt. Alani. "Don't tell me you're here to pick Temitope," my aunt said. Then I turned to go prepare for the journey. "Yeso, I'm here to pick her. They're resuming on Monday." "Okay." I packed my belongings, then set to go out, when the thought "but Effie" came across my mind, while tears slide down my cheeks. I clean the tears immediately, then go outside to meet my dad. Stories from the group. After the long journey, we got home later in the evening. "I really miss this place," I said to my dad. I saw my siblings running over to hug me. I hugged them one after the other before going inside. We all eat, drink, and celebrate my arrival, because traveling is not our custom. 2 days later, after my arrival, my dad came to my room. "Temitope, I want you to know that I love you. But I just have to take this decision. I thought of this, but I think this is the only way to solve this out," my dad said. "What decision, Dad?" I asked. "You have to stop schooling for now." "But why, Dad?" I asked curiously. "I don't have any money. I mean, am broke for now," he said, then turned to leave. The word "stop schooling" echoed in my ear, but I didn't know what to do. I wept so bitterly till I up asleep. I got back home in the evening when my mom said, "Temitope has gone back to her house." I stood still, staring at the space, when the thought of how I raped her flashed back to my mind. I must be so stupid to have raped her. I shouldn't have done that to her. I don't know what came over me at that time. My eyes were filled with tears as I went to my room and get myself drunk. I cried out my eyes. I wish I never did that to her. I hated myself for everything I did. I emptied about 3 bottles of wine. and then threw myself helplessly on the bed until I finally fall asleep. Have been feeling so dizzy, spitting around, sleeping tirelessly, eating too much food the past weeks, but I have no money to go to the hospital. My mom noticed all these, and she called me. Tope, don't lie to me. You are pregnant, she said in a harsh voice. No, Mum, am not. I'm your mother, or are you my mother? I said you are pregnant. If that is the right step you want for yourself, it's okay. You don't even have sense of going back to school when your mate are now in school. I will tell your dad when he comes back, she said angrily. I couldn't utter a word. I kept mute. I can't tell her my cousin raped me. It's not done. Tope, who is responsible for your pregnancy? I don't know, I said, crying profusely. You don't know, hey, they are even more than one sleeping with you. You have killed me already, she said in our mother tongue, crying. It both were crying when my dad came in. What it is? He asked, worried. I couldn't say anything. Everywhere was silent when my mum broke the silence. Tope is pregnant, she said in a loud voice. Pregnant? Temitope, is that true? He asked me, confused. I couldn't say anything. The only thing I do is to nod. Temitope, am disappointed in you, he said aloud, and you are leaving my house right now. I can no longer take care of you. You are now a burden, he said, packing my belongings outside. I stood outside crying and begging him, but he turned his deaf ears to me. Later in the evening, I took my bag, not even knowing where to head to. I took the $500 note that it's in my bag, and I decide to go to Akure, because the $500 will be enough for transport from Ondo to Akure. I boarded a bus heading to Akure to start a new life. I got to Akure the following morning because I left Ondo late in the evening. I stood on the same spot crying when a young handsome man walked up to me. He's really handsome, and he resembles David, but am less concerned about his complexion or whatever, but am only thinking about the place to stay. Hey, beauty, why are you standing here crying? Is anything the problem? He asked me, but I didn't say anything. Talk to me. You can't just stay here and cry. I burst out crying. I have no place to stay, I said amidst tears. Ha! Don't you know anyone here, and when are you coming from? He asked, looking confused. Am coming from Ondo. Actually, I don't know anyone here. I was sent out of the house. Sent out of the house? Why? He asked, curiously, but I don't want to say anything. Talk to me. Say something. Why are you sent out of the house? He asked. I was raped by my cousin, and I can't tell my parents that. They asked me. I didn't say anything. They hate me because of my action. I disappoint their trust in me, and that's why I was sent out of the house, I said in tears. Oh, so sad. Can you start with me? I'm the only one staying in my apartment? He said. Thank you, I said immediately, without even thinking twice, because I know I'm pregnant and he can't do anything. He took me to his house, and I could say his house is far better than my house. I put on a jean trouser and a black fitted top. Am ready, I said aloud, referring to Olamilekan. You look good, he said. Thanks. We moved out of the house and hailed a cab to the clubhouse. We got there and everywhere was noisy. We order for drinks. I order for soft drinks while Olamilekan order for wine. After drinking, we stood up and danced to the music, slowly, till 11 p.m. We got home around 11:47 p.m., tired, and jumped to the bed carelessly. After 6 months, living over here has been so much easier to me. Am already 9 months pregnant, and the doctor said I can give birth any time. Am so scared. I don't know if I will be able to survive after the delivery. I silently pray to God to help and intervene in my life before I slept off. The next morning, Olamilekan rushed me to the hospital. I felt like dying, and I can't believe the word that came out of my mouth, which was David, which I call then finally put to bed. I only heard the cry of the baby. "How is she, doctor?" Lakin asked, giving back in tears. "She have given birth," the nurse said, and I ran into Tope's ward. I met her smiling. "So, what are we gonna call her?" "Olamilekan," I said. "That's a beautiful name for a nice girl." Lakin is different. He confesses love to me, and even proposes to me. And he would let me continue with my studies. I felt so happy seeing my daughter each day, and Lakin and I also planning for our parties in just few months. "Where are we gonna have our honeymoon?" he said. What? And thinking of Lagos, one of the best hotel there," he said. That will be nice," I said happily. "I want to visit one of my friend," he said, standing up. "Okay, don't stay long," I said, and escort him outside. I was in the sitting room when my phone rang. I picked the call, which I received the shocked news of my life. I couldn't believe what I heard. Lakin is dead. Lakin is dead. My phone fell to the ground, and I rushed outside to where the incident happened. I saw Lakin's lifeless body on the floor. "What happened to him?" I asked, as tears slid down my cheeks. "He was hit by a car this evening," a guy said, while I cried out my eyes. The ambulance came, and his body was taken to mortuary. Life hasn't been easy since when Lakin died. No job, it's hard to survive. As time rolled by, Olamilekan is just a year old, and I'm already working. I get to meet a guy, and our love story started. I told him my story, and I could say he so much loved Olamilekan and decided to accept me that way. We do go for shoppings, cinemas to watch movie. We both got married, and everything changed when I had 2 miscarriages. Olamilekan is turning 5, and as we celebrated her birthday, but Dare never liked that. Dare was now into maltreating Olamilekan. Not until a day I went to the market to get some things. I came back home late, but to my greatest surprise, I met Dare beating Olamilekan. I moved closer to save Olamilekan when Dare pushed her to the wall, and which she fall to the ground. I tried to wake her up, but she's not responding. I packed all my belongings and decided to go back to Lakin's house. When I got home, Olamilekan is still not awake, and I decide to take her to the hospital. I promise myself never to get married again, if this how my child will be treated. The doctor came out with a sad face. "I'm sorry, madam, we lost her. I felt like I was stabbed with a sharp knife." I held my chest when I realized it was all imagination. The doctor came out and said her condition is critical, but she's still unconscious. "Doctor, she's just 5 years. I mean, how can she suffer this way?" I said in tears. "Have been in the hospital for 2 weeks now." "Mummy," I heard a tiny voice that woke me up from my sleep. "You're awake," I whisper, then held her hand. I stood up to get something for her to eat. Few days later, Olamilekan was discharged back home. I arrive at my place of work. On my way to my office, I was shocked to see Dare. "Hi, dear. Long time," he smiled devishly. "You still look good, even more beautiful," he said, and I turned to leave, but he held my hand. "Look, Dare, you are my past, and I don't want to have anything to do with you again," I yelled at him. "Temitope, don't be stubborn. I can make you lose your job here," he smirked. "This company actually belonged to my brother, and you are hereby—" I resigned, Dare. I cut him off, then quickly rushed to my office. After leaving Dare, I cried out my eyes, wiped away my tears, and I stood up to go home. It's been 17 years now that I didn't see my daughter. The greatest mistake I made is sending her away. Alani said, Temitope dad pacing up and down in his room. I searched everywhere, nowhere to be found. Is she dead? No, she can't die. Temitope, please come home. Have forgiven you. I need to see you. You're still my daughter. I need to apologize to you. David, your wife can't give birth. The pastor said you impregnate a lady, and you must apologize and accept her as your wife. Aduke, David mom, said. Mom, am dead already. You can't believe it. Believe what, David? Hey, I don't know how to say it. Say it, am all ears. Mom, Temitope is the girl. Jesus, you impregnate your cousin. Mom, it was a mistake, it wasn't me. Then I was only attracted by her body. Hun, David, it's time for you to know the truth. Mom, what truth? David, forgive me that it's coming late. Am not your mother. What? Mom. Mom? You are not my mother. Pause. I only picked you up near the main road on my way to Akure 31 years ago. But I met a note beside you, saying, My beloved son, am sorry for leaving you. It's not my wish, but I don't have capability to take care of you. You have an elder brother named Olamilekan. I know that one day you will meet each other. Don't bother to look for me, because I have kidney problem and will have die by then. Pause, and pause. Pause. I met this letter in the carton with you that day. I feel pitied and decided to take care of you. At least I don't have any child. Pause. Mom, you should have told me this before, David said, crying profusely. It's not my fault. I don't know the right time to tell you. You can marry Temitope, guys, and not cousin, neither cousin. Pause. I stood up confused. I don't know how to face Temitope. I don't even know how to face her father. Is Temitope dad aware of all this? I asked amidst tears. Yes, he's aware, and I know he will gladly accept you as his in-law. But you have to apologize to Temitope. The next day, Aduke and David went to Temitope's house. Aburomi, Aduke said as she entered the compound with David. Ha, Aduke, you came to my house today. Wonders shall never end. Are we suddenly your type now? Hun? Good morning. Have your seat. And what should we use to entertain you? Alani, Tope's dad, said excitedly. You know, am the busy type. You are my type, and will forever be my type. Where is my wife and Tope? Aduke asked. Your wife is not around, but Aduke is not living here again, Alani said, looking depressed. Where is Tope? Aduke asked, looking confused with David. Have not seen her since 17 years ago. I searched everywhere for her, but I didn't see her. She told me she was pregnant. I sent her away out of my house without even considering her condition, Alani said, crying. Did she tell you who is responsible for the pregnancy? David asked. No, she didn't, Alani said. David is responsible for the pregnancy, Aduke said. What? Alani said, astonished. Yes, he's responsible for the pregnancy. I found out 2 days ago, and that's why we are here to apologize to Temitope. But now we have to look for Temitope, and every one of us must apologize to her, Aduke said. I'm really tired of suffering. I'm fed up. No work, no money. Love is just not my thing. I need to go back home to my dad. I have to explain everything to Olamilekan, then leave Akure for Ondo. 2 days later, Olamilekan and I left Akure. We went to the park board, a bus going to Ondo. I took Olamilekan in hand with me, then hailed a cab to my house. The cab stopped in front of my house, and we both get down and went inside. I stood in front of the door, and was scared to go in. Mom, what is it? Olamilekan asked. Remy, will my father accept me? I asked, looking worried. Yes, he will surely accept you, and he will also be glad to see his granddaughter after 17 years, Remy said. Okay. We both entered, and I saw my dad, Auntie Aduke, David, my mum, sitting. They are surprised to see me. Temitope, is this you? My dad asked, moving close to me. Temitope, where have you been? My mum asked, also moving close. David stood still, looking at me surprised. I don't know whose question to answer first. Tears were just coming freely from my eyes. Dad, let's sit, it's a long story. Sorry for my manners. This Olamilekan, my daughter. Your daughter? they all asked, surprised. Yes, my daughter. David pregnancy. Olamilekan, this your dad, I said, pointing to David. I stood up to hug my daughter. She's just the photocopy of her mum. I'm sorry, darling, for leaving you since all these years. Forgive me, please, David said. Okay, Dad, have forgiven you, Olamilekan said. Dad, I really suffer when I left here. I left here for Akure. I meet a guy there who helped me and could be my husband, because we are already planning for our wedding, but he's dead. His name is Olamilekan. Olamilekan, David and Auntie Aduke said aloud. Yes, do you know him? Temitope asked. Do you have any of his picture? Auntie Aduke asked. Then I gave her my phone. OMG, David, this is your elder brother, Auntie Aduke said. I looked at the picture with my eyes filled with tears. No. Lekan is dead. I looked at the picture once again. Lekan, I wish you were not dead. I still wish to meet you, but not anymore. Thanks for taking care of my wife and daughter. I love you, I said, crying bitterly when Olamilekan held my hand. The previous message. The father was upset, and now he is here for you. Temitope, forgive me. Am truly sorry. And please, can I ask you a question? Do you have a fiancé? David asked. No, I don't. Thank God. Please, can you marry me? David said, and everyone looked surprised, expecting a yes answer. He fixed the diamond ring on my finger with a passionate kiss. We went to David's new house. The house is extremely big. David is now working in an oil company, now earning a good salary. Olamilekan is now going to one of the best school and preparing to be admitted into Lancaster University, Ghana, USA consult. And now living like a queen, traveling whenever I like. Am feeling some sign of pregnancy these days. I went to the hospital and the doctor confirmed it, that I'm 2 months pregnant. It's just for the main time. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. And source / done.